This video will explain the process of staining and finishing new cabinet doors. We'll offer advice and tips on each step in the process. Areas covered include cabinet door sanding, scratch repair, brush selection, stain application, lacquer selection, and lacquer application techniques. Tips on avoiding common problems and the secrets of professional finishers are also explained. And we start by opening our YouTube channel and highlighting two essential videos. The first will cover the basics of applying stain to replacement cabinet doors, and the second covers how to apply lacquer or polyurethane to newly stained cabinet doors. Watching these videos will prepare the homeowner for the project and give non-professionals the confidence and ability to finish new cabinet doors with professional-looking results. And we'll start with the staining process. Start by inspecting the door and removing any dust or lint with a clean cloth or compressed air. Place the replacement cabinet door on a suitable, disposable surface like a drop cloth or old sheet for the staining and lacquering procedure. We'll be applying the stain with an inexpensive foam brush, but it can also be applied with a bristle brush or a clean rag. And we'll mix the stain thoroughly by shaking the can. A tip: it's good practice to stain the back of one door first in case you don't like the stain color. With the door lying flat on our drop cloth, we'll dip about ½ inch of the foam brush into the stain and brush the panel of the door in the direction of the wood grain. The longer the stain soaks into the wood, the darker the wood will become. Now, after about a minute or 5 minutes at the very most, wipe the excess stain off the replacement cabinet door. Now, over the next few hours, excess stain will seep out of the wood pores and must be wiped off. After the stain is dry and all the stain seepage has been wiped off, it's time to apply the protective finishing coat, which is covered in our next video. Now we're ready to apply the lacquer or polyurethane. We'll apply a thin, very light first coat of lacquer or min-waxed polyurethane. This light coat will soak into the door and also dry significantly faster than a heavier coat. Now, this first light coat should be applied with a fine natural bristle brush. The natural bristle brush will produce a finer finish than the foam brush, but at a higher cost. Now, brushing should be in the direction of the replacement cabinet door's grain using gentle overlapping brush strokes. A coat of poly that is too heavy will produce runs, and the sweet spot is right between the two extremes. Now, after each coat of polyurethane has dried, very lightly sand the surface of the cabinet door in the direction of the wood grain with sandpaper of 220 to 400 grit. Now, after sanding, remove any dust or sanding residue with a clean cloth. And now you're ready for your second coat. Now, this will be applied in the same manner as the prior coat, except a little thicker. A polyurethane is somewhat self-leveling, so cabinet doors finished while lying flat will have an advantage of this self-leveling flow. Now, allow the poly to set for about 48 hours before you hang your new replacement cabinet doors. Now, the staining and lacquering videos mentioned earlier show examples and offer more detail, so feel free to watch those and any of our other videos on the tips and tricks used by professional cabinet makers. We try to take the mystery out of cabinet door replacement by making the needed knowledge available to the average homeowner. You can do this.